Hey everybody, it's Chris Palme here at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's, Ontario. I'm just going to show you a little bit about the exhibits here in St. Mary's, Ontario. If you've never been to the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, check out their website, baseballhalloffame.ca. I'm just going to show you some of their artifacts that they have here. This is from Andre Dawson, bat and ball and glove from 1981. And then item number 5 is a team sign ball from the Montreal Expos 2004. Their last year they were in Montreal. And as you can see, there's a Gary Carter autographed glove for winning Best Defensive Catcher. And there's a nice picture of John McHale, Jim Fanning, and Bill Stoneman in 1972. And this yellow seat here is from Olympic Stadium in the 1980s, I believe. It's where Willie Stargell of the Pittsburgh Pirates hit the longest home run in Olympic Stadium history. So that's just amazing. And then right here we have a team signed ball from the Toronto Blue Jays in 1977, their first year in Major League Baseball. And then we have a glove worn by Pat Hankin in 1996. And we have a couple of bats here. The 1985 Blue Jays bat signed by the entire team. And 1993 All-Star bat signed by John Olerud, who's just in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame recently. And then we have a couple of Blue Jay World Series rings from 92 and 93 here, along with Carlos Delgado's shoes from 2000 as well. And before we wrap this up, we have a seat from Old Exhibition Stadium, the grandstand part of C&E Stadium, the home of the Jays from 77 to 89. It was demolished in February 1999, and this seat looks like it was saved just before the demolition of the stadium. So this seat is, I would say, would date back to the late 70s, early 80s when they played at the C&E Stadium. And then they have a turnstile here. This turnstile is from the 1960s Old Maple Leaf Stadium. That was near the Tip Top Tailor store in Toronto, near Hanlon's Point, when the Maple Leafs AAA team played in Toronto. Long before the Blue Jays were born, they had a AAA team that played in an international league called the Toronto Maple Leafs. So this is just a little bit of history here at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's, Ontario at 386 Church Street South. And Scott Crawford is their Director of Operations as well. I would highly recommend coming out here. Admission to get into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame is $11 per person, and the money goes towards the Hall of Fame. And before we wrap this up, we got a photo from Pete Rose. He actually did play one game in Toronto at Exhibition Stadium, a 1984 Pearson Cup game against the Blue Jays. The Jays and Expos played once a year in an exhibition game, rotating at Olympic Stadium and Exhibition Stadium. And this photo was taken in 1984 and signed by Pete Rose, who's the old-time hit king at 4,258 hits. He should be in Cooperstown at some point as well. And it's just and there's some jerseys here from this year's ceremony. Jimmy Key is a member of the class of 2024 as well. So just amazing. Like I said, it's not as big as Cooperstown, but the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's is growing every year, and I would highly recommend coming out here. If you're a baseball fan or a historian, I would check out the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Again, it's 386 Church Street here in St. Mary's, Ontario, and you can check out their website at baseballhalloffame.ca. All right, guys, thanks for checking out my video.